Welcome to the Political Empire. I'm John Bender. Today we'll be talking about the results of the Hemet City Council race, and I'll also be talking with Riverside County reporter Jeff Horseman about the supervisor's race. In Hemet, Mayor Robert Youssef and newcomers Shellie, Milne, and Wright were elected to the Hemet City Council this month, topping a field of 9 candidates. Wright outpolled Rick Cremeni for the third seat, winning by 138 votes. The race pitted 2 groups of candidates, those interested in exploring farming out police and fire services against those who wanted to keep the city's public safety agencies intact. Voters split their choices between the 2 sides. Youssef and Milne, who campaigned for small government, they supported possibly outsourcing police and fire services. Hello, Jeff.
Hello.
I know we waited a long time to find the final results for the Bob Buster and Kevin Jeffries race. How did that end up?
It ended up with Kevin Jeffries defeating the 20-year incumbent by about 1,200 votes.
It's a pretty close race. What took so long to find out who won?
Just the fact that you had so many provisionals and late mail-in votes and things like that to count, and usually at the end of every election, regardless how fast the election night count comes in, you have to have time to research the provisional ballots to see if people were indeed legally able to vote, and that always takes time. So took a little while, but the results have been certified, and Kevin Jeffries will be the new supervisor for the 1st District starting in January.
All right, let's get right to it then. How did Jeffries succeed in beating Bob Buster?
I don't think there was any one factor, but if you look at the vote breakdown, Kevin Jeffries, as expected, because he's from the Lake Elsinore area, did very well in terms of capturing the precincts there, and he managed to get just enough votes in precincts, looks like in maybe some of the outlying areas of Riverside, maybe, La Sierra, neighborhoods like that, and those are also some areas where the third candidate in the primary, Mike Subaru, did well. So I think that was a big factor. I think the fact that you had Kevin Jeffries as a with name recognition, he was a state assemblyman since 2006. He was a Republican in a conservative area. And, he managed, while he didn't outraise Buster, he managed to, raise 6 figures and was able to deploy a election team with volunteers and consultants and so forth, where he was able to put on a very formidable and ultimately winning challenge.
So how is it going to be different? What is Buster going to be doing differently? Pardon me, what is Jeffries going to be doing differently than Buster?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. I mean, Buster, over his 20 years, had established himself as a very kind of independent voice. Was often on the lone end of a 4-to-1. If there was a 4-to-1 vote, he'd often be the one dissenting voice. He brought that independence. He brought a kind of an eye toward environmental interests. He was against the Eagle Mountain landfill project near Indio. He was against the proposed Liberty Quarry near Temecula. So it'll be interesting to see if Jeffries carries that on. Kevin Jeffries has said that one of his top priorities is to be an advocate for small businesses, kind of cutting the bureaucracy, cutting the red tape. What that entails exactly, we'll have to find out. But I think what it's going to do, Kevin Jeffries' election, is going to take what was already a conservative 5-member board and make it that much more so.
Well, thank you, Jeff. For Political Empire, I'm John Bender. For more, tune in to Political Empire all week or go to pe.com.